Hello everyone, this is Ifeanyi-USImmigration-TV. For preparing for a marriage-based immigration petition, I will end up having an interview. Anybody who is preparing for a marriage-based interview, I want you to pay attention to this, watch this video and pay attention to what I'm going to say. Today is July 23rd, 2025. I had an immigration interview today, marriage-based immigration interview at the JFK building in Boston today. In fact, I just got back and I thought I'd make this video before anything else. So what happened at the interview really shocked me because I never expected that we'll have an officer who just couldn't communicate in basic English language. The interviewer is an immigrant who just couldn't communicate with my client today. And I had to interject a couple of times to straighten things out, to clarify things. In some cases, my client could not understand what she was saying. I had to interject and explain what she was saying. And also there are situations where she couldn't understand what my client was saying. Don't forget, my client is also an immigrant with a strong accent, and she couldn't understand what my client. I had to also step in to explain things. I never, in all the years that I've done this, I never expected that I'll find an immigration officer, an interviewer who just couldn't communicate with our client. So much is dependent on what happened in that interview for you to get your immigration benefits that we are seeking for. I mean, the interview can determine whether it works. And here you have an officer who just couldn't communicate. Why am I telling you this story? It underscores the importance of having a lawyer present during your interview. We've been waiting for this interview for some time, and finally we'll have it. And there we have a serious communication problem. There was a massive communication problem. There was the interviewer could not just express herself. I'm sorry. I just don't understand. This is not an attack on the individual, no, but I think that if you are going to be an immigration officer where you are going to conduct an interview in English, it's common sense that you should have basic knowledge of the English language or ability to communicate in English. This officer just couldn't do that. I don't know why he's allowed to do this job. So, but again, I try to imagine what could have happened if I was not there at the interview. Because a lot of what my client was saying, she was interpreting it in a different way. And in some cases, my client couldn't understand what she was saying and was giving an answer that could have been recorded as a wrong answer. So it was almost a disaster. Overall, it was a good interview. Thank God I was there to make some clarifications. And again, the reason I'm happy is because if for whatever reason the USCIS come up with any funny request for evidence and give a wrong account of what happened, I will be giving a direct account of what I saw. I'm a direct witness of what happened today. So I will give you my own first-hand information as to what happened, not a second-hand information. Nobody will be telling me what happened in that interview. I will be saying exactly what happened in trying to counter whatever they may come up with. That is how it's so important for you as someone who has a petition for any kind of immigration benefits and you are about to go for an interview. Having a lawyer present either by phone or in person is so crucial, especially in this atmosphere that we are in. This is a huge lesson. This is one of those situations that you never expected. That is why in immigration process, things can happen. Surprises can happen. And today's one, I did not see it coming, where an officer was struggling to communicate with my client in English. Okay, so learn this lesson, share this video to whoever is preparing for an immigration petition. You need to understand that the unexpected can happen anytime, and this can truncate whatever it is that you are looking to get. And today, like I said, overall is a good interview. I am happy with the outcome. and also prepare to, respond to whatever it is that they will come up with. But I'm sure that the case will be approved eventually. Share this video to anybody seeking to apply for any kind of immigration benefit that they will end up in an interview. Again, this is Ifeanyi-USImmigration-TV. Thank you and God bless.